What's up, everybody? Killsbury here, and I'd like to thank you for joining me this evening. Well, it's kind of the afternoon, but sorry, I've been watching a lot of Bob Ross. It's funny, as a kid, when I was come home sick, click around the television, I'd see Bob Ross, but it was like the ending of the painting. I never got to see the full painting in its glory. But then I found a YouTube channel of Bob Ross's paintings. So I've lived. But anyway, there's been a lot of talk about there's nothing to do in Destiny, and everybody's been trashing it and trashing Bungie, even though Bungie deserves to be trashed of what they've done to Destiny. But I thought it would be a good idea to, you know, give a good video. Like, what? See, even though I've been trashing Bungie, Destiny, and all that, well, yeah, they deserve it, but I keep coming back. And there's a good reason for it, because, you know, the Crucible has become dull and very boring, full of lag. I mean, last night we got to the lighthouse, and of course we had smooth sailing until we got to our 9th game. Our 9th game was full of 2 red bars. Shocker that they made it to the lighthouse, but luckily we were able to beat them pretty handily. But it was aggravating nonetheless, because it isn't right that red bars that probably have no skill without it could actually make it to the lighthouse that far, and it's just But basically, if you're not using the Mida tool or the Doctrine of Passing or the Last Word, it just seems to be boring and repetitive and stuff like that, and I hate that. I hate using the same thing over and over again. You know, my Crucible game could be sometimes inconsistent just because I use so many different weapons. And really, that's what keeps me coming back. I love searching for new weapons because when the Taken King came out, they came out with a bunch of different style of weapons. Hacky, you know, hacky auto rifles, hacky snipers, hacky pulse rifles, you know, Suros came out with a bunch of different ones. You know, there's a bunch of different weapons. See, if Bungie didn't bring the Mida tool back, if they didn't bring the Last Word and give it that secret buff that everybody was talking about, I mean, God, like, it's just so irritating thinking about that, just because of the fact that it's like, why? Why would you bring that back? You have all these weapons to choose from. Why would you listen to everybody and just bring those weapons back? Personally, I believe the Last Word, the Truth, and the Mida tool should be put into a grave and left back at year 1. I personally believe, because I believe that there's enough weapons out there for people to choose from, because if you take away those weapons, then everybody's going to be scrambling about looking for what kind of weapon. Because I missed in year 1, we're like, oh, what did I get shot by? Oh, man, I want to try to get that gun. Oh. And that's what you did. And that's really what brought everybody in year 1 back, was the grind for different weapons. Look how long it took me to get the Gallahorn. About 2 months before the Taken King came out is when I got the Gallahorn. It was irritating. But the thing about it was that grind for new weapons, and that's what keeps bringing me back. And you're wondering how to do that. One of my favorite things to do is getting legendary marks is one of the easiest things in this game. I remember when we first started, like, oh, how do I get legendary marks? Rah, 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 rah. They give you quite a bit right off the bat. I mean, they give you a daily mission that's worth 15. They give you 3 heroic strikes you could do on one character, which gives you, I think, 10 apiece, which is like 30. You have the daily Crucible playlist that I think gives you 15 or 10, not sure. Then you have the that one on the very far left is just the it's basically the highlighted Crucible play, but it's the only way you could get those legendary marks if you win. But basically, in the end, it's not difficult to get legendary marks. If you do Trials of Osiris, they give you 75 if you turn in the packages. And if your team's pretty decent, you could get 3 of those done in 1 round. You know. So basically, you have enough. You see, I'm always one of those people that run into the point where I have so many legendary marks, I have no idea what to do with them all. So a couple months ago, I'm like, man, I don't know what to do with these. You know, I have all these legendary gear, and I need to just get rid of them all. And I just went up to the Cryptart, and I bought a legendary primary Ingram. I'm thinking, screw it, I'll just do it. And I got a, I love this in the video. This dude was just killing me with this thing, and I was curious to know what he had on his PDX. But back to my story here. But basically, I got a Hawksaw. I'll be showing you that Hawksaw later because I still have it, and it was, let's just say, it was worth keeping. And I'm like, if I'm gonna if I'm going to expand, I might as well just keep doing this, and that's what I do. Not only that, but I also do the weekly Shax bounties. If you don't know what those are, Shax gives out weekly Crucible bounties that you could do, and one of the very last bounties is to complete 5 of them, and you get a special or a mystery gift, basically, or mystery reward, which is not really a mystery since I've done it so many times. It basically gives you either 17 strange coins, a competitive shell, which I think they should personally take the competitive shell out of the mix. 17 strange coins is alright, but I've got plenty of strange coins. I don't need them. But basically what he really brings out, sometimes you'll get exotics, which I have all the exotics, so I don't care about the exotics. All they are shards to me. Or if it's 310 and I got a brand new primary, aka that Hawksaw, I could put it in there and try to get it closer to 310. But basically, the one real true reason why I do it is because he gives out, for Warlords, the Crucible weapons. And, you know, the Crucible weapons that are almost so really difficult to get. You know, you have to grind and grind and grind, and they have like the spare change, I believe, has like a 1% drop rate or some shit like that, if I remember hearing about. And that's what I'm hunting for. I'm hunting for those god rolls. I mean, there's the Ias Luna, there's the spare change, which is Spare change is basically the messenger of year 1, which it was, don't get me wrong, it was good, but now that the Nerwin's Mercy, the Hawksaw, its low rate of fire and high impact just don't compete anymore. And also it has probably the absolute worst, when I say worst, recoil pattern. It's almost impossible to get a headshot or to at least get an idea where your pattern's gonna go. It's just, it's ugly. It's really ugly. But basically, there's the I'm hunting for an Ash Factory. You know, there's a few other weapons out there that I'm hunting for that I'd really like to have. Holy Fist of Havocs. And there's just man chaos. I didn't know what they were. But yeah, I mean, like, I got a weapon that I've been wanting from his package. The perks are shit. You'll see what I mean by shit. And yeah, you'll see what I've been really but you'll see why I kept it and why it's still around. But another one I still do is I like hunting for Dead Orbit packages or any faction packages because they have some pretty damn good weapons. I mean, New Monarchy, I believe, has some of the best weapons. And I'm still looking. One of the big things I buy from the Gunsmith is another place. I've gotten some awesome Gunsmith weapons. Is I buy a lot of auto rifles. You know, auto rifles got their quote-unquote buff, which is complete shit. I don't believe a goddamn word that they did a misprint that was... They've had that thing up for like a month. And all of a sudden they're like, oh no, that was a misprint. So you've just been staring at this, posting it everywhere, and it was a misprint. Yeah. The only reason they didn't do the actual buff that they said they were going to do is because of the Doctrine of Passing. And as everybody knows now that still plays Destiny, you could understand, like, yeah, there's a reason why that thing didn't get a buff. Because that thing is deadly without it. I mean, that thing is a monster. Just an absolute monster. I mean, I use it. I mean, I'm looking for that other one, but the only thing I think they should do to the Doctrine of Passing is lower the clip size. Because all you really have to do, hold the trigger and hold on. Because you have enough rounds in that goddamn gun to the point where you're just like, hold on, hold on. You can hang on to that initial uppercut and you're just like, I'm good. I'm good. Just hang on and shoot. I mean, I was mowing people down in Trials of Osiris last night with that thing. It was kind of nice though. But basically, as you can see in this video, I just got done doing the daily, which was the control. So I believe I have enough legendary marks to go get another one. But this time the Reef Cryptart actually has the primary Ingram, so I'm going to be heading over to the Reef, and I'll be showing you some of the weapons I have. And another thing that we've been doing is everybody knows about the strike weapons, basically, you know, the Grasp on the Lock, the Imago Loop, Does Not Bow, you know, all of those weapons. I'm trying to hunt for those. I'm trying to hunt for an Imago Loop. I'm trying to hunt for a Grasp on the Lock. And especially a Grasp on the Lock, basically, is the Oversoul Edict. Just, it will not be coming with full auto. But, basically, that's what I still do. Hunting for new weapons. That's what I do. That's my thing. Because if you think about it, once this new update comes out, yeah, everything's going to get a higher light level. But you all know Bungie is too lazy to bring in new weapons or anything. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they prove me wrong. All they do is destroy, not really improve. So I'm stockpiling weapons I'd like to bring over to this new upcoming update or patch or whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah. If you could stray away from the meta, use different snipers. Yes, I was using the 1,000-yard stare. I kind of prefer killing off of the res. Like, instead of the last word, I've been using the first Kirch, which is considered the worst hand cannon in the game. High impact, yeah, but it can't 3-shot. I personally believe if you should raise the rate of fire or give it maximum impact and make it be able to 2-shot. That's just my opinion. So here I am. Let's see what I get. Last Extremity, which is a Amalon Scout Rifle, which I am a huge fan of, but the only problem is it needs stability. It is a shit show if it doesn't have any stability. Replenish, well, it has terrible perks, and it has no stability, so it is getting scrapped, which is more legendary marks. You know, it's not difficult to get legendary marks, or just legendary weapons. And you just need to have patience. That's literally what pushes me. The only reason I was my golden gun was because I was trying to get that bounty done. But basically, here's the Hawksaw I was talking about earlier. It comes with full auto. It has a stability perk. It has a range perk. I don't know what more you could ask from a Hawksaw. I guarantee you a lot of people that love Hawksaw are looking for that full auto. And I got one just from a legendary Ingram sold by the Cryptart. And I was ecstatic. Another weapon. This is my Shaxx Crucible bounty. Yes, look. Terrible perks. But look what it does have. Braced frame. Look at that stability. Look at that stability. This thing, oh, it just melts people. I love this hand cannon because of that stability right there. It has damn good range. And this is what I got from the Gunsmith. This is the Suros Disc Scout Rifle. I have max stability. I'm a stability nut, and it has full auto. I'm not sure what more you could ask for, because if you've used this gun, this thing bounces all around, especially for full auto. But when you have this much stability, the thing is actually a pretty decent scout rifle, because honestly, it's probably the worst scout rifle in the game. But besides the point, and here's another couple Cryptart packages. This Caucus SR4 Icarus is probably one of the most useless perks in the game, but look, that it has terrible, terrible stability. But now that I've got that hand-laid stock, look how much stability I've gotten. Firefly, that is my Crucible, not my Crucible, but that is my raid weapon. And this is another one that I just got from, this basically has the same perks as my Boolean Gemini, that's a lock, and look at the stability. The stability is off the charts. That's exactly why I use it. And this is what I got from a Dead Orbit package, if you haven't seen. Look at that stability. Gives me rodeo. This thing, I go toe-to-toe with the Messenger. Not the Messenger. I almost said the Summoner. But the Doctrine of Passing with this gun. I mean, literally, this... I'm not sure, like, I love these guns. If they, you know, tone down the Doctrine and auto rifles actually get their buff, I'm ready for whatever. You should see my vault. Basically, you just need to grind. I hate saying that, grind, but it doesn't actually take that much grinding to get, I think it was 135 legendary marks. No. Like I said, if you do Trials of Osiris, there's 75 right there. Do the dailies and stuff. That's what keeps me coming back. That's something to still do in Destiny. But, you know, the Division's coming out. I'll probably be playing the Division. But I'll still probably be playing this damn game. Don't know why, but I still will. The thing has a special place in my heart. I couldn't just give it up as easy as everybody else has, but I'd like to thank you all for watching. I love you all. Thank you.